Good morning, everybody. Oh, I hope that you are all having a wonderful weekend. I know it is Sunday, and I rarely film on Sundays. However, I have not been filming recently because, as you can probably hear, my voice is a little weird. That is from not sleeping. For 4 days now, I haven't been able to sleep very much, so it's been quite a struggle. Very, very real in my world. That's okay. Right now it is like 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, somewhere around there. Let me see. I'll just tap this silly thing. 6 in the morning now. And I've been up since 2:15, 2:20. Yeah, figured that out. It's been going on for days. Don't know why, though. Anyway. I have, as you can hear the cracking in the background, a fireplace going on in the background. And we have Sassy Frog. So this is a coloring page that is, I guess, just a big community color or a challenge or I don't know what. And I wanted to sit in bed and give my eyes a rest, and yeah, well, it didn't rest my eyes. Sorry, there was puppy hair on it. But me, being the animal person, I was looking at this going, that's a toad. The bumps on it. It's a toad. But they're calling it a frog because it has webbed feet, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's the name of the coloring page. I have no idea. But I did it as a red tree frog, just because. And we have our cute little grasshopper, which are adorable on paper, and I never like them in my house or in my yard. Figured that out. So I'm going to tuck this here under this stabilizing band that this thing has, and we're going to do some gray sky. Hopefully you all are still sleeping as I film this. I know that it would be nice. I'm not sure that this is showing well at all, but what I can say is that in here it is insanely bright. Insanely bright. And my eyes are just screaming at me for it. I don't know that I'm going to stay up today much. I think I'm going to try very, very, very hard to take a nap in just a bit. I just can't figure out what's going on with the sleep problem. But I was listening to some classical music this morning, some Debussy and Beethoven and Chopin, I think it was. Maybe. Not sure. But I know Clair de Lune and, oh my goodness, what is the name of the other one? Arabesque. Those are two of my favorite Claude Debussy pieces. So, if you're looking for something that is generally quite a happy piece, Clair de Lune is quite happy and it's soft. And my favorite version is an orchestrated version, full orchestra. But it's also pretty on piano. I love it on classical guitar. But I will have to check and see if YouTube allows me to play classical pieces. I believe I am allowed to, but I'm not certain because, you know, there are different interpretations by each artist or orchestra. There are arrangements. Yes. Sorry, needed the glasses at this point. So I'm working with the Polychromos Cold Gray 2. And I still have 2 mushroom caps to color in this piece, but I just can't decide the coloration of them because I have toadstools in the front. That's why they're red. They're toadstools. Yep. Maybe the frog is a toad. I don't know. Can't decide today. Normally I have so much to talk to you guys about, and then I run out of conversation. Today I'm kind of starting with very little and hoping it will build up for you all. I have been doing some painting for a Christmas gift, which is why I'm not showing it on the channel, because it is a Christmas gift. And that particular person watches my channel, so no. And I am getting ready to, when I can think straight, work on Snowflake's custom diamond painting from Victoria's Moon. Love the way they did that. I'm still shocked at how small it is compared to my gigantic ones from Evermoment. And I will have a huge one done, you know, a typical me 50 by 75 or 60 by 80 done of her from a different photograph by Evermoment to go with all of the other babies. But for now, I wanted to test out their customs for you all, and I'm just amazed at the charting that they did. So we'll see how it comes out once the diamonds are on it. But they're very nice to deal with. I love their PR person. She's just amazing. Alvina is so sweet. And they have asked if I would like to do more paint by numbers to review, and I have selected some and have to find out, you know, do they want to do a big package? Do they just want to do one? What's my glasses creating that? I'm so sorry. I don't know yet. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, coffee, folks. Coffee. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, whatever it is that you're drinking. I don't know. I was kind of surprised to find out that one of my friends drinks water in the mornings to wake up. I'm like, what? Water? Something so foreign to me. No, I've been drinking a lot of water lately, and ick. I miss my Diet Coke. I want it back. So, hopefully on the 1st, I will be able to order some. Can't right at this moment, because you have to place such a large amount in an order for them to do free delivery, you know. Okay, I'm shifting the board because I need to shift my back. Sorry about that, everybody. Prerequisites when you're having health issues. Anyway, so I decided to do this as a gray sky, cold gray, because, you know, we have raindrops here that I would presume are not active because they're not above the mushroom cap either, or on it. I kind of expected a pool of water on there, so I might just create that myself. Anyway. But he's hiding under the mushroom, so I thought that we would just have a good time with that. Play a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this as an underlayer in much of the area that I'm going to darken. This I started with a darker shade, and I'm like, I wish I had started with the lighter one. So yeah, that's going to require a little blending, just because it's a Prismacolor, that part. It's going to require a little bit of alcohol blender to smooth that out a bit, because my hands shake. So yeah, well, that's life. I hope that you all had awesome Thanksgivings. I was home by myself, which normally is something I love. My kids were all together, thank goodness, with my grandchildren and their significant others as well. But being sick, I had to stay home to protect the baby and a couple of my daughter, and, you know, so, because I don't want to get them sick, especially Charles. He's, you know, only 6 months old, and I just don't want to take those chances with everything that's happening right now. If you are here from the coloring community, welcome. I'm sorry, I'm just so rather solemn this morning. I'm normally cheerful and happy, but I'm just tired, folks. This piece has got so many different pencils in it. It has the Polychromos, it's got the Prismacolor, it's got luminance here in the base of the mushroom. It's got a little bit, tiny bit of my Light Fast in the autumn leaves. You all know I'm kind of protective of my Light Fast pencils. They're my favorite. And I don't know when I will be able to get another one. Another thing that they're doing is a December challenge with dragons, and it's a 2-page spread, and it's really elaborate. So I've already put a little bit of watercolor in the lanterns. So that is from a November challenge that I've already met, but I thought it would be fun to, while I'm, doing this, instead of being at my desk doing my own art, where I'd really prefer to be, I figured, well, let's play with a little bit of mixed media and see how I like that. So I need to get an Inktense palette, because the set of pencils is way beyond anything I can manage. But I have to wait and raise the money for that, because Christmas, grandchildren, yeah, you know how that is. And this channel is not monetized, so it can't be yet. Maybe someday. I had hoped we would get there by now, but life happens, everybody. We are supposed to do Christmas Eve here, so that's if we're not on complete lockdown, I should say, because it went out in the news yesterday that our Arizona's considering an immediate lockdown. We are at just below, yesterday we were just below capacity for COVID-19, and so yeah, they may lock our state down. Put us all on house arrest again. Which I'm already on, so yeah. I understand that a lot of places around the world are going through complete lockdowns. I'm really sorry, because I know a lot of you, you need to be out working and taking care of the rest of us, and we are very grateful that you do. I know my family certainly is. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a concern right now with everything. I mean, my grandson is, Danny, my older one, is on remote learning right now. Is that what they're calling it? I think. So he's basically doing school on a laptop at home with, live classroom chats and things. It was the parents' choice whether to send them back or keep them home during this pandemic. They gave the parents the ability to make a choice instead of, being, you have to send them back. And because my daughter has a newborn, she kept Danny and her two soon-to-be stepdaughters home. Whew, I do not envy my little girl that job. Homeschooling, basically, remote learning guidance, because she has to keep them on target and make sure they have lunch at the right times and everything else. That's a lot when you have a new baby. That's like way more than I'm capable of at this point in my life. I'm too old to do all that. I know, I'm not chronologically that old, but yeah, physiologically I am. So some of you are going, why are we listening to this crazy person? I'm wondering why I'm being a crazy person today. So like I said, I think it's just sheer exhaustion talking, but we'll see after I finally sleep much. I go through these cycles of my mind just sort of not wanting to do what I needed to, or my body, I should say. So it's hard. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of slate gray versus, because Payne's gray is too dark and this is more of a blue. So I kind of want to darken the upper sky. Reason being this. Whatever is darker looks closer, right? But we want to put some slight dark patches in the sky. So what I'm doing is some darker areas, some extremely light layers, you know, because that's what the skies are going to look like. And once it's blended, it should work. If not, I'll be doing a lot of erasing. You know, it just, yeah. Let's keep this fairly light. I don't know if it's any significant change on screen. I will find out when I review to decide if this video is good enough or if I'm just going to put some kind of music over it and, you know, type out what color I'm using or whatever that is. I wonder if I could find clear de lune for you guys. I'd love for you to get to hear that, or arabesque, just because it's so relaxing right now. That would be my snowflake moving around. All of the babies are pretty much asleep. Snowflake is waking up here and there, and so is my tiny butt. She's so cute. They all are so cute. Spooky Doo is with Nico while he's trying to get some more sleep. If I can keep all the sounds down, it'll help him. Yeah. That's complicated. Oh my goodness. I know some of you are in really cold conditions and some of you are in very warm conditions. We are having bipolar end of fall weather, which is kind of normal. In fact, it's completely normal for Phoenix. What happens is it's still in the mid-70s, low to mid-70s during the day. So you need the air conditioner when you have freeze. But at night, it's dropping into the 40s, and we're getting ready to drop down into the 30s again. So it gets really weird. You're using the heater when it's dark, and as soon as the sun really starts to come up, on goes the air conditioner. Yeah. A little strange. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't ever remember it being much different. After this is when we get days that are so beautiful that we can just shut off the heater and the air conditioner and open the windows. And there we are. My window is open. You're hearing that along with the fireplace. Sorry, folks. I just kind of need the ambiance of peace at the moment. Yeah. Good luck to me. I think I'm hilarious, folks. Okay. So this is an alcohol blender called Finesse. These are awesome. Absolutely awesome. I get them in a 3-pack on Amazon. So these are for wax-based colored pencils. They really don't work well if they are on polychromos. That's when you need to go OMS. I don't use a lot of blending pencil, especially in backgrounds, because it's not smooth enough. Now this is a 110-pound cardstock that this is printed out on, so I know it will hold up to a little bit of alcohol blender. And I'm not using too much. This one is quite dry, as a matter of fact. So it will just kind of smooth the wax areas out a bit. Like this little boo-boo that I had that I'm going to probably have to erase or blend in very well with other colors around it. That's an option. Yeah. I don't know. But this has been just a mix of oil and wax everywhere on this page. And I thought about using some glitter pens too, but then I went, maybe that's a little over the top. Still thinking about it for the dragonfly, just because, you know, he needs to sparkle a little bit because he's a dragonfly. My other option would be to use, where did I put it? Anyway, it's, oh, there it is. This is a no-no in art, just so you're aware. You never, ever put a water medium over colored pencil. Water-based mediums don't stick long-term to anything with wax and oil on it. So this is Iridescent White by Liquitex Basics is what I'm thinking about. Just because I think that would be pretty. I would have to thin it down significantly so it didn't interfere with the color. So I don't know. What do you think? Little bits of glitter pen or the Iridescent White super thin over the top? Let me know in the comments. Because I'm not going to do it at the moment. But yeah, all I really have is background on Mr. Sassy Frog there. I think I need to color his little stones though, so we can play with that a little bit. This is not going to be an extremely long video, because like I said, I'm a little bit overly tired. And I think it is showing. Okay, so let's grab, how about a little 10% Raw Umber by Caran d'Ache Luminance for a base in these stones, because some of them are going to be gray, some are going to be brown, and Raw Umber is somewhere in between, and then I can add some darker spots to it. That'll be more fun. Yeah. What are you guys coloring, diamond painting, drawing? I need to get back to my drawings. I have some more endangered animals to do. And I was waiting for Dozer, Ashley's youngest puppy, to get a little bit bigger so I could draw him, because yes, he's a cute, adorable little puppy when he's brand new, but I wanted to see what his features were going to kind of turn into, and he just is such a cutie. He's still a puppy, but he's not tiny and awkward looking now, so I'll see what Ashley wants me to do. But yeah, it's almost time to do the final dog portrait for her. And then I can just focus on stuff for you guys at the beginning of the year, I hope. Hope. Unless, you know, life interferes. But let's hope it doesn't. Really hope it doesn't. This is a very interesting color. I'm not, you know, the greatest proponent of Caran d'Ache. I am truly a Derwent fan. Colors of Derwent are just so beautiful, but Derwent lacks in lighter shades of those colors. Only Caran d'Ache has them. So yeah, that's, I have 13 of the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils, and I think it's what, 4 Pablos? Yeah, 4 Pablos. I'd love to get some more because they have more percentage colors. What I mean by percentage colors is this. It's a particular color, but it's only 10% of the true pigment, or, you know, whatever, so that it's lighter than the 100% pigmented color, the full color. Okay, we're almost done with this undercoat of color, because we have one more after this little one. And it's half hiding behind a mushroom, so I gotta be very careful. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I think next I will grab another Caran d'Ache, just because, and it is 30% Payne's Gray. I told you I was going to add some grays to these little rocks. I think they're pebbles, personally. We're just going to make them look a little more round, a few of them, by coming in with this slightly darker shade around the edge. By rolling that in, sometimes it makes it look more three-dimensional. It kind of depends on your choices too. But, and then I'll do a super light overcoating on that one. second layer, I guess. Sorry, my brain is trying to overanalyze absolutely everything, and I'm sorry about the little magnification of the light showing in my glasses, but like I said, tired eyes today, so I want this one to be gray because there's a lot of yellow undertones here with browns and yellow, and so we want to pull that into more of a bluish gray tone, I think. We're going to put a little bit of it on these little surrounding rocks. Not too much. He looks kind of like he's in a riverbed for Arizona, but I don't think so with the mushrooms and autumn leaves, because I made it autumn because the leaves are falling down, and I'm overly realistic about some of the stuff that I do. This one looks like a little potato to me, so we have to change it up. But you can darken this particular shade up quite a bit. For some reason, the luminance white is not as creamy as I had been told it would be, and at least the one I got, and it doesn't work all that well for me. I was told, oh, it's very, very opaque. Not for me. I've sharpened it several times trying to get it going, but I just can't seem to get it to do what I need it to do. So, I don't know. One of those deals. I don't know if it's just a dud, or if that's just the way their white works. I have no idea. We're going to use a little... I love the acorns. We don't have acorns in Phoenix because oak trees are not friends with Phoenix naturally. Some people plant them in their yard, but you don't see the acorn-bearing ones here. They are up north, but that's quite a distance from here. So, yeah. Let me see. How about... we'll pull a little bit of violet gray in on a few of them, just because it's a really good toning color. I love this pencil for doing white animals. It's amazing. Amazing for that. That is one of the things where Karen Dosh has my attention. They have some colors I can't get outside of their line, so even at the $5 to $8 a pencil, you know, kind of ridiculous, but when you're buying them individually, that's what happens. But the set is like over $400, I believe, at the moment. That's way out of our price range. So, I believe my son and I agreed that our big purchase after the first of the year needs to be a printer for me so that I can do prints of some of the drawings. Like, I've been told that, you know, a couple of people wish they had the tiger in their house. But, you know, that's a really expensive drawing because it's actually got an underpainting and it's got, you know, well over 100 hours of work on it. So the original, if I get a request to purchase it, is going to be rather expensive. But it's super pretty too. So, you know, I don't know. Now, the top of this will look pretty much the same, but it is not. It is a 10% sepia. And I want that in some of the other areas because it's more brown than gray. So, this may be what we go on the ground here with, but I think I'm going to use one of the Pablos for that part. I swear some of these are really shaped like little potatoes. Kind of cute. But I've never seen an evenly colored rock in my life, so this is the route we're going. I think I'm being funny today. I probably am not. Alright, so let's put a little bit of the nice browny gray there, and dark around that edge right there. Okay. Let's grab... what are you? Brownish beige in Karen Dosh Pablo. I have no idea why I'm putting expensive pencils onto a coloring page, but that's what my brain is telling me to do this year, so I do have one inexpensive set of pencils, and I quite like them for coloring books. But this page is kind of special because, like I said, this is for my grandson's bedroom. At least I think I said that. I know Nick and I were talking about it this morning. He's, you know, typical little boy turning 7 years old, just got his first all by himself bedroom, and he's like, when is CJ coming in? So in about 5 months he'll have his baby brother in there with him, and he's super excited for that. He loves his little brother, which is awesome. And CJ certainly loves his big brother. He just giggles and smiles for him. It's adorable. It makes me go, aww. And I usually only do that at puppies. Oh. Yep, so that is... Oops, I'm off screen. I'm so sorry. That is what I'm going to work on with the expensive pencils. And then, you know, the less expensive line, which is called South Sun, but it's actually a... That's a seller name for brute thinner, whatever they are, pencils, and they're actually a pretty nice oil base. If they had light fast ratings that were acceptable, I might use them in professional pieces, but I don't think they're light fast rated. I will have to look that up. They're a nice, firm, but lays down a decent amount of color kind of pencil, and it's only $30 for the 160 pencil set. That's not bad at all. Not compared to what some of the other sets cost, you know. Even the Prismacolor is over 100, sometimes 180, depending on where you have access to purchase it. But I'm just putting a little bit of this down. You know, a light coat for the ground, because, well, we need something to look like ground. And this under here is shadowed already. I just wanted to add a little bit more there, because that's where he's sitting. He needs, you know, to look like he's sitting there. And I will overshadow this area for his foot as well. But that's probably going to be with the Pablo Coco, I think. I don't want to go up too high, because then we're getting into skies. My son asked me a little while ago, why do you like the fireplace sound? I don't know, it's kind of comforting for me. Calming. And this morning, I'm hoping that it will help me to finish getting tired enough to go back to sleep for a while. I'll be sleeping when all of you are getting up, if I'm lucky. Probably not, because that's been, this past week has not been filled with lovely sleeping and dreams and all that good stuff. It's been filled with, can I please just go to bed? So, yeah. That's how that's gone. Needs a little more in here. And we're going to have to put some here because it's background. I don't know what these are supposed to be. To me, this page is a very Alice in Wonderland type page, and I love that. It's kind of a, not even Alice in Wonderland. I think that this is an adaptation of a scene from Through the Looking Glass, which is actually the second book in the Alice in Wonderland series. But a lot of people have never heard of it. And then when they did the movie with Johnny Depp, we went to see it, and I looked at my husband immediately, and I told him, that is not Alice in Wonderland, that is Through the Looking Glass. And he was like, it's Alice in Wonderland, blah, blah, blah. So we sat, and when they rolled the credits, I was like, ha, see, Through the Looking Glass was in the fine print, because it's an Alice in Wonderland book. I don't know why they did the first part second, and I have not seen that yet. I know it's been out for a long time, but I don't really have time to sit and do movies. It would be nice, but it is not my norm, at least. Maybe I'll run. Well, no, that'll keep me awake for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what to put on so I'll sleep other than Supernatural. I don't know. That's a very good question. This is, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, this is the Pablo Coco that I decided to use, not, I was thinking about it only. That's what I grabbed. It's much more gray. So, oops, gotta get in between these little toes, right there, and darken that up a bit. Yeah, he's a cutie. This is a very cute frog, toad, whatever he is. I think that Shannon, I believe it's Choppenhaze is her channel, Shannon Choppenhaze. I believe that she is the one that selected this. I could be wrong, though, because I don't watch everybody. I don't have that kind of time. I visit with live streams as often as I can, but I don't just color. You know, I have art streams that I deal with, and one of them, the only one that I have a Patreon to, is my very favorite animal artist, and she's such a dear, sweet, sweet lady. Bonnie Snowden. She is absolutely amazing as an artist and just a very sweet person, and she has given me a few tips that have really helped. But a lot of it, she said it looks perfect the way it is, and I'm just kind of like, oh goodness, okay, thank you, because I quite admire her artwork, as well as Animal Art by Law, which is Lisa Ann Watkins, another animal artist that I have a lot of respect for. These are both colored pencil artists, but they are on another level. Like Lisa Ann does, Animal Art by Law does a lot of mixed media pieces with the animals. You know, she'll use pan pastels in the background and things like that. She no longer uses solvents because she developed some reaction to them over the years, and she stopped using them, I think this year. I'm pretty sure. And so that has restructured how she's doing things, and it's still so beautiful. Bonnie tends to work a lot on pastel matte and just pencils, no liquid blenders, and no blending pencils usually, just the color pencils and the, you know, base graphite drawing that we then lighten up when we do that. She's really amazing. So, I think we have ground for our froggy to sit on and not look silly. We just need a little more over here, and we will be all set. I keep pulling it off camera and not realizing it, so I'm going to end up filming this all over again, I'm sure. So, I'm so sorry. I know that I tend to just listen to people while I do my own thing, so I forget to check it when I'm working with pencils. That's why working in my office with the easel is so much easier. But even sitting up to do this is complicated right now. So I think that's it for today. There we are. I can't really pull you further away. I'm so sorry. But this is my sassy frog minus a little more background and 2 mushroom caps. Oh, and, well, we might as well color in a spider while we're sitting here, right? What color shall we make our spider? This is just a little round thing. Oval thing. But I hope that you all have an amazing day, and that you get lots and lots and lots of rest, and or have fun, or whatever it is you're going to do with your families. This guy is going to be Derwent Lightfast Nightshade, because I want him to look black, but not really black. So he's going to be a purple black. Just because, you know, it's Wonderland, and he can be any color I want him to be. And I will give him creepy eyes somehow. I just have to decide what color. But, yep, that is I think my voyage into coloring for the day is the end of this. So then I'm going to try to lay back down with the puppies and really hope that it works. Although I'm not promising. Just hoping, really. Hoping that I'll be allowed to sleep for a little while. I don't know, should we do him in gel pen or should we do him in pencil? I think we're gonna go with pencil. I wish that I had a glow-in-the-dark pencil. That would be so cool. But for now, we will use cadmium yellow lemon from Polychromos and give him glowing yellow-green eyes. I have glow-in-the-dark substance out in the kitchen junk drawer because, you know, me and Halloween. But I just don't feel like grabbing it right now. Okay, everybody. Well, I hope that you have an awesome, awesome, awesome weekend and week. And yes, I know I need to change my Thanksgiving turkey nails. If you can see my little gobblers a little bit. Yeah. But I need to get polish remover first. So, yes. This is almost a finished. They're calling it Sassy Frog. I'm going to just keep in mind that he's Wonderland. And I will talk to you all later. Not later today, but, you know, another time. I hope you are in my thoughts and prayers, and I just hope that you and your families and loved ones are all safe. I will talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.